everyone, it's Miss Close here and I've got Fergus the Frog with me. Now we're going to be reading you a story this afternoon and it's called The Disgusting Sandwich. I don't think Fergus is going to be eating this sandwich. He looks like he's got his eye on something else instead. But there's a very hungry badger and he really wants to have this sandwich. And I want you to try and see what all the problems are throughout our story because the poor badger seems to have it taken away from him. Let's have a listen. In a clump of trees on the edge of a park, there lived a badger. He was a very hungry badger and his tummy wouldn't stop rumbling. One day, a boy came to the park. He had a sandwich with him. It had fresh white bread and peanut butter. It was a beautiful sandwich. Oh, you can tell already, the badger looks like he wants that sandwich. The boy took his sandwich to the park, to the playground. He was about to take a bite when a girl bumped into him and it fell in the sandpit. Now, the fresh white bread was covered in gritty sand. "Well," said the girl, "you can't eat it now, it's disgusting." Oh, looks like the badger wants it though. A squirrel found the sandwich. She didn't mind the sand. She carried the sandwich into a tree to share with her children. Oh look, the poor badger slipped on a banana skin and he was too slow. The squirrel got there first. But the children weren't good at sharing and the sandwich dropped out of the tree and into the pond. "Well," said the mother squirrel, "you can't eat it now, it's disgusting." A frog saw the sandwich. It was floating in some goopy green pondweed that smelled of rotten eggs. The frog didn't mind the sand and the smelly green goop. He pulled the sandwich out to eat it and put it on the path. Oh look, the badger was too late again. He got hit on the head by a ball and the frog got there first. But a boy on a scooter raced by and he had to jump out of the way. Now the sandwich had a big black squishy mark right across the middle. "Well," said the frog, "I can't eat it now, it's disgusting." Next, a crow saw the sandwich. She didn't mind the sand, the smelly green goo, or the big black squishy marks. She peeled the sandwich off the path and flew proudly up to her nest to give it to her mum. Oh look, badger's too slow again. He's got taken away on a kite. But a scary flying thing had frightened her and she dropped the sandwich into an ant's nest. Hundreds of ants crawled all over it. "Well," said the crow's mum, "I can't eat it now, it's disgusting." Soon a fox found the sandwich. He didn't mind the sand, the smelly green goop, the big black squishy mark, or the hundreds of ants. He took it to present for a lady friend he liked. But when he opened his mouth to tell her how nice she looked, the sandwich fell into a pile of feathers that had somehow got there. Now the sandwich was covered in grimy old feathers. "Well," said the fox's friend, "I can't eat it now, it's disgusting." As she kicked the sandwich into the flower bed, and she went off to go through the bins. Oh no! Look what she's doing when she's rummaging through the bins. The badger's after the sandwich and gets hit in the face. In amongst the flowers were some slugs. They didn't mind the sandwich, the smelly green goop, the big black squishy marks, the hundreds of ants, or the grimy old feathers. They slithered all over the sandwich and crisscrossed it with slimy trails and goozy grey bubbles. Then the moon came out. Look, the whole day he's been after that sandwich. Is it Badger's turn to get it? Finally, along came the Badger. He was hungrier than ever. He gazed at the sandwich, all covered in sand and smelly green goo, and the big black squishy marks and hundreds of ants and grimy old feathers and slime and oozy green bubbles glistening in the moonlight. His tummy rumbled. So he ate up all the slugs. But he didn't eat the sandwich. It was too disgusting. Oh, look who's after the sandwich this time. I wonder if that sandwich ever gets eaten. Thank you for listening, everybody. I wonder, can you come up with something even more disgusting than that sandwich? Have a lovely afternoon, everybody.